Had to win tonight. It was good to get another game in the win column. I was very, very pleased with the intensity in the first half, and just thought that first 20 minutes was pretty tough. We played really, really hard that first 20 minutes. Clearly didn't have as good a effort there in the second half, and that's going to be the challenge for this team, is to try to figure out how to keep the intensity going, and it's not easy. It's difficult to do. So that'll be a big challenge for us, and I think this group will be up to it, and see what we can learn from sort of a varied performance there tonight. Some real good and some not so good, so we'll see if we can learn from that.
How much do you think the second half had to do with playing 2 nights ago?
You know, I don't know. I don't think that was it. I think that our second group really, for whatever reason, didn't come with a lot of intensity tonight in the second half. And so I thought the first group, Northeastern did some good things, made some good adjustments at halftime, but that first group still scored, and I think it was 12-9 that first 4 minutes, and so we had made some good plays, and then the second group was really subpar tonight, low energy. So if we don't have everybody really clicking, you can see it sort of looks a little bad there in the second half. But I don't think that had much to do with it tonight, because kids that played 2 nights ago, Adia Mathis played terrific, played real hard with intensity. Amber Smith played with intensity. You know, Asia Bishop played with some intensity, so I think it was more mental instead of physical.
Talk about what you saw tonight from those 2 freshmen. I mean, they especially did good work on the glass, 2 offensive glass especially.
Well, I thought Asia, just the way she carried herself and the way that she, her presence on the floor was much better than what it has been, and that's a good sign. She made a lot of freshman errors. Once she worked hard to get offensive boards. That's a good sign too, that she's in there mixing it up. Just brings the ball down way too much, and those are things that can be corrected with some experience. So I like the way that she carried herself. I'm not real pleased with Goss's defense tonight. I just didn't think she had a good defensive night. But one thing that I found out about Bria Goss, if you'll bring it to her attention, she'll try to get it straightened out. So I like those 2 freshmen. I think they're good players.
Ali and Riley weren't on the bench tonight?
Riley had a test, so she went to the test, and Ali is suspended for failing to go to a class. So you have one going to class and have a test, and then one doesn't.
Was it just a one-game suspension, or?
We'll see. It's day by day. It's indefinite. We'll see. Brashe's having a tough time with the adjustment to college life, and so we have to try to get her attention, because we're going to go to class here at Kentucky.
Anything else, you guys?
I noticed shot 28 3-pointers with 61 shot attempts. Is that a function of Northeastern's defense, or is that what we're looking for?
It's too much, too many. Really played poorly in the second half against. Well, I shouldn't say we played poorly. Northeastern did a very good job of making us take the shots they wanted us to take. And I didn't feel like we were patient enough or aggressive enough trying to get the ball inside. We're not playing well with our zone offense right now, and that's a lot of the coach's fault. I have to do a better job of teaching them how to play against the zone. But, it was a little bit of fool's gold there. Really got off to a hot start from the 3, made a lot of threes, and then just kind of fell in love with it, and it didn't look very good there. I'd say the last 10 minutes really shooting too many 3-point shots instead of trying to attack the paint. Didn't have a lot of paint touches tonight, and that won't get it in a close game.
How do you view when a player goes over 1,000 points? What's your perspective on that?
I think it's a tremendous accomplishment, and did Keela do that tonight?
She did.
That's great. And I knew she was close. I think she needed 12 going in. What'd she get? 14. Yeah, I think it's an incredible accomplishment. For Keela Snowden has just had some terrific moments here at Kentucky, and for a kid that was not recruited on this level to come out of high school, and now get the chance to come back here and really play at a high level and be on an Elite Eight team and 2 NCAA tournament teams, and hopefully this year is going to be a great year. But I'm real proud of Keela. She gets a lot out of her ability, and think it's outstanding. It's something you can be proud of and tell people I was a 1,000-point scorer in college. I think it's significant.
That sounds like something more exciting.
How do you look at the rebounding tonight? I mean, offensive rebounds, I think there were only 2 fewer offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds both ways. What do you attribute that to tonight?
I didn't think that we went to the boards as hard as we did on Tuesday. I think that that's going to be something that's important for this team to really try to get on the offensive boards. And especially when you are shooting that many threes, you're just not going to make that many. And so there's a lot of offensive rebounds out there that I thought we could have gotten tonight that we didn't. So rebounding is sort of a tricky thing with us because we turn people over so much, and so there's fewer shot attempts. So sometimes rebounding can be a little skewed, a little differently than a traditional type team. So I don't put a whole lot into stats. I try to go more on effort, and I just thought that tonight we could have done a little bit better job rebounding, and then we were very careless with the basketball too. So a combination of not enough offensive rebounding and not taking care of the ball was tough on us in the second half.
Last question, Ethan. When you're winning by 30-plus points and you're still finding so many things to improve on, is that what you're looking for in these games at the start of the season?
Yeah, well, you get off to that great start, and so as a coach, you're just trying to find a way to keep it going, and you're trying. There are going to be tougher days ahead. There are going to be nights when you're not up 30, so you're trying to coach each possession. And so I'm not down on the team at all. I mean, I just think this is part of the process, and it was a very large margin at halftime, and they were excited. And I just think that second group didn't come in and do their job, and for us to really get it going the way we need it to, the rotation the intensity needs to raise a little bit. We need to get that going a little bit better. Because the kids coming off the floor are a little bit tired, so you going fresh, it needs to go up a couple notches, and I just didn't think it did that tonight, but we'll get there.